Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Masters Tuesday.
Alright, this will definitely make up for that really slow knockout anti-caffeine session called Bronze Monday.
Hey.
What?
I don't know.
Well, I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
And we do indeed have a Masters game for you on the last Tuesday ever of Just Wings of Liberty.
Indeed, normally we do have our 2v2 Tuesday going on, but
no 2v2 Tuesdays right now.
No.
So, yeah, we'll probably continue this season into Heart of the Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bring you guys some very new, very fresh 2v2 Tuesdays next week for Heart of the Swarm, if we can find any on a launch day.
Yeah, that might be tough.
That's going to be kind of impossible. No, it drops on Monday midnight, right?
Yeah, but
we might be able to find something.
Just have to wait and see.
If we play something. Maybe.
It'll be a secret to everyone.
Alright, so we do have a Masters Level game. It is ZvT. Of course, we are already looking at our Zerg, a player in this matchup. So Iron Sparks, without further ado, let's give these guys full credit. Give them names.
In our top of corner of Akilon Flats, we have our red Zerg, weSsOR.
Which we can guarantee is not doing a 6-pool.
No. And his an opponent in the bottom right corner of this map, which I already named, is the blue Terran, WalfTheWolf.
It's got a cool name. weSsOR and WalfTheWolf. Wolf and weSsOR. They sound like distant cousins.
Huh.
Alright, so WalfTheWolf has decided to build a couple of his buildings near the choke point of the map. It looks like weSsOR is doing the standard opening for Zerg players, and he's throwing down a hatchery. But it does look like Wolf has a little bit of harassment from this drone who's trying to punch the hell out of this SCV, who gets some reinforcing help from the mineral line.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to just finish this up, finish his wall, but the drone is going to be in here. But it's not like he's trying to hide anything he's doing.
No, I mean, he's very basic. He's got these standard marine, just single racks wall off for Terran. But that drone's being pesky. I mean, it stopped the production of that second supply depot, forced the SCV to run around a little bit.
You know, right? He doesn't really have to worry about getting it done. I mean, he has the wall up. That's fine.
No.
He's going to get this marine out. That's great. So he doesn't have to worry about finishing it right away. I mean, the wall's there. So the SCV from Wolf is coming up to check out the Zerg base. He probably... No, he did not see the expansion, but he's going to have a good idea since the flying pool isn't yet finished. So is that something?
Well, it doesn't help that WalfTheWolf is having to use some of his APM to control that marine down there and try and get rid of that drone, which I believe finally went down.
Yeah, and the marine does have one kill and a quick expansion coming because he knows this Zerg player has to be expanded, so he doesn't want to be behind.
Yeah. SCV's going to sit right there and watch for a little bit. Probably going to head down here to the natural and find that expansion. Be like, all right, well, totally normal. There you go.
Mm-hmm. So there's nothing fishy going on here.
Looks like queens and drones on the way for weSsOR, and down below we do have a bunker. Interesting location on there is going to be able to protect the ramp and a bit of the bottom mineral line entrance. What do you think about the bunker?
You know, you normally see it up here more, like a more aggressive kind of, I guess you would say, bunker, but this will work. He's not sure if the lings are already on their way or not because he didn't see what was coming out of those eggs, so it'll be a good defense until he gets, you know, stuff up and going.
Yeah, it is an interesting location. It's not going to be able to provide a ton of defense to the natural expansion to mineral line, but it'll be interesting.
But you know what the thing is? This is a bunker. It's not a cannon or.
Oh no! I mean
you can get rid of it.
Yeah, you can salvage it, and of course you can jump the marines out of it. So, not as destructive as a cannon or a spine or a spore, but still good.
So a third command center coming for Wolf.
Interesting.
So he's really going to be pushing this economic front.
Generally, it's the Zerg player that wants to stay a base ahead, but this is going to be very interesting from our Terran player. Queen's heading down to do some creep spread. It looks like they're also kind of trying to block the ramp off a little bit, maybe from some scouting SCVs.
Well, normally at this point in the game, you'd see some Hellions out.
Oh, yeah. Quick
Hellions. So if he had went the factory route, this would have given some defense. Poor tree.
That's alright. It wanted to be purple. You know, but it's very interesting, though. We do have a tech lab going down on one of the racks. It almost feels like WalfTheWolf is going to go more of a bio army. What do you think about that move against Zerg?
You know, I think it'll be okay. I mean, the Marauders, I think those can do pretty well against Roaches. That's normally what you see. And also he'll be able to get Stim combat shields. Speaking of stim, that's what he is working on, and those work great against things like mutas and just zerglings in general.
Those lighter units definitely get chewed up a lot faster, so stim is the most valuable against those lighter, weaker, lower HP units. And Factory going down probably to lead him into medvac tech.
Yeah,
it does look like weSsOR has the answer towards the mass bio though.
Yeah, another thing about Factory might be able to get at least a in or two out click. Just do a little bit of scanning. It probably won't work because the queens are here, a little wall from the Evo chamber. But the Baneling, very safe choice for any Zerg player.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be a great counter to potentially Hellions, and of course they will tear through a bio army if a successful split is not done.
So Lair coming for weSsOR and a couple Spore Crawlers. So he's anticipating either drops or some Banshee play. Because he hasn't seen exactly what his Terran opponent is doing, so he doesn't know what's coming.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, he hasn't seen Hellions, so there's got to be some other form of harassment, especially at the Masters level. You're either going to see Hellions early on in the game, or you're going to see drops about mid game. Lings, I like that he's sending them out to scout and grab the watchtowers. I like this. It's going to allow him to maybe spot any medvacs that are stupid enough to travel not along the edges of the map. And we do have an Overseer here with all eyes open, trying to watch everything. So nothing's heading out of the west side of the base.
No, but that was some good timing on fixing
Very
those.
good timing, and I mean instantly shot down from that huge Marine platoon.
Alright, so yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing these medvacs as the switch is going on, getting that reactor.
And we got a tech lab going on in that factory. Very interesting. Do you think he's going to try and get out maybe some Thors or tanks?
Maybe tanks. I would say tank.
Looks like we do have the speed for the
Baneling.
But thank you so much, brain farted right there.
And we also do have Pathogen Glands for the
so
Infestor.
We have pure hard counter to the Marine bio composition.
You get that fungal on the Marines.
And you roll the Banelings.
Yeah, you can't dodge stuff when
it's
you
like
can't move.
blowing up bowling pins with acid.
If they don't move. Don't you hate when those bowling pins move?
I hate when they jump to the side magically. That's really
Oh, they're right on the edge and then they come back up?
Yeah. You ever have one bounce, hit the wall, come back and land on its bottom?
No.
I have.
Alright, so this Overseer is going to be able to come in and see some decent... Actually see everything.
Yeah, I mean, he sees all the racks going down. He does see the thirst supply depots, and it looks like he's like, yeah, screw it. I'm going to sit right here and watch.
I mean...
And no one cares.
No. No. It's like, you want to know? Here, go ahead, see.
Good creep spread so far from weSsOR. There are a lot of tumors down, so I would have liked to see a little bit more, but not bad. And we do have that. I believe that's the third for the Zerg opponent.
Yeah, he's finally going to get his third down. He's just a little bit behind his Terran opponent. Far behind on the middle, just purely because of mules, because they're OP.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
How?
No. Well, those are OP.
What?
The infestors.
How?
They spit boogers out.
Everyone can spit boogers out.
Not as effectively as them.
You want to see?
No. Alright, looks like we have a little bit of an engagement here.
That
oh, chaining the fungal. Oh!
Devastating. All those Marines are gone, but he destroyed a lot of Marines, but he didn't do a lot of damage.
He killed a lot of units. He lost about 3 infestors in that attack. He lost a bunch of Zerglings as well, but
I mean, yeah, he lost his Marines, but
medvacs
are still there.
It almost feels like it was an even trade.
I don't know. I mean, Marines are kind of like the Zergling of the Terran army. You can throw them away.
Especially if you have reactor cores down.
Which, he does. I mean, they're just called reactors.
Sorry.
Alright, but there is a Viking on the way. I was going to say a drop, but that's not a drop.
No, so we do have a Viking moving out, doing some overload hunting. I always like that move from Terran players. A little scouting Zergling does get picked off, not before taking out a Marine, though.
And this Viking is going to be unseen.
Ooh, Baneling landmines. Very, very interesting. I love seeing those. Hate losing to them, though.
Where are they?
I'd love to see a couple. They're actually down a little bit below the creep line. Oh wait, right, down. Nope, right, down. There you go.
Oh, there they are.
Alright, a couple scans to clean up these creep tumors. Excellent idea from WalfTheWolf. Definitely going to try and recede some of that creep, though. Creep does take a while to finally go away.
You know, a wolf named Wolf just seems like he'd be a friendly creature.
Oh, totally friendly. Like, he would run up to the sheep and be like, "How you doing? Hey, can I get you anything? You want a cup of coffee or something like that?"
A cup of coffee?
You want a cup? I'll get you a cup. I mean, what type of cup you want? So, oh, he's going all over the place to get some of these creep tumors.
Why are there even creep tumors over here?
You know what? They were scared. They were hiding.
You know, this was a very dangerous surround that he's going for. He's trying to come up behind. And, you know, things just aren't going to be...
Oh, tanks there. Ignores the tanks for a moment. It's actually going to cost him a lot of Zerglings.
You know, now these Banelings are going to be able to roll in, but a lot of them were wasted on those Marines that were right in the front. The Zerglings, however, are going to be able to clean up. Some of these Banelings are surviving. And even though they don't kill them, they do weaken what these Zerglings should be able to come and clean up.
Now, those tanks were taken away on the high ground. We have 42 lings coming in for weSsOR. I think he's going to be able to push this attack back, but he did lose his 4th.
But you know, I think he's gonna be okay with it. I mean, he'll easily be able to come back, clean, rebuild it.
You know, I do like that he decided to kill a couple of creep tumors before moving in, because that was gonna happen. All right, well, it does look like WalfTheWolf. I think that was a very effective attack. He killed a lot, but it looks like weSsOR's answer to this is going to be Broodlords.
Yeah, I know. Why not?
Who did that Viking get into a fight with?
Probably a Spore Crawler.
Okay.
You know, why not go Broodlord?
You know, it's a great call. I mean, what?
That would have been perfect.
Oh, no, he did walk right over the landmines. That sucks.
Like, that would have been like definition.
Oh, yeah, that would have set back WalfTheWolf a lot. It does look like we have a huge, giant Baneling swarm about to hatch from the cocoons. He doesn't even. Oh. That's pretty much all I have to say on that.
I know he's gonna try to stem back these Marines and getting up here. He's gonna split them off a little bit, move them into different squadrons, and the tanks just be able to hit on them.
Yeah, definitely a good split to slow down the Banelings and Zerglings. And
but the tanks were taken out once again.
Yeah, they were, but he was able to save a majority of his Marines, who are deciding to screw the bling ball and head straight in for the 3rd.
You know, if he just focuses on his
good.
But he's actually going to use a scan to try to take out these drones. But these I can't talk to it. These Zerglings and Banelings are going to be
with all those medvacs. I would have loved to have seen a pickup from that. But you know that burrow was an excellent move for weSsOR.
Yeah, it made him to have to stop, use a scan, and then it just gave him enough time to be able to defend that.
I mean, he did lose a couple drones in that you know, the first couple seconds of this scan. But it saved a lot of drones as well. Also, the drones didn't get in the way for the Banelings or the Zerglings. And
it's like a
Overlord
right
V
angle.
for victory.
Flying V.
We do have the Corruptors out on the field now. He's working on his aerial attack upgrade level 1. We have 3/3 going for his Zerglings and Banelings.
And you know, those will also help Broodlings.
They will, yes. The Broodlings will get that additional damage and armor as well. It looks like we have another attack here trying to take out this 3rd. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, he is going to be able to focus down his hatchery. That's going to be taken out, and I think this will start to hit the Zerg player. I mean, once again, he does get a pick off on a lot of these, but he also did lose quite a bit. Tank down here. I was like, where did that come from?
I know. I was like, where are those blasts coming from?
You know, now there's a bunch of Corruptors, and these.
Oh dear God, no! Those need to drop off the troops immediately before those Corruptors.
But the unfortunate thing, he doesn't know where they are.
He did get a little bit juked out of place. The Corruptors are firing now. A couple of those medvacs. Are they going to be able to drop all their units? They are. And now that the Terran army is in the main base of weSsOR.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough for him to defend this
He's got a very good bottleneck.
But now he is gonna bring up these Banelings, and it's gonna be a lot of kills. Now the Corruptors are gonna be able to come up from behind and finish off these medvacs.
Yeah, these medvacs are gonna be very, very easily picked out of the air by these Corruptors. Who I think they need to just chase down these medvacs. That is devastating for a Terran army to lose that many medvacs.
Yeah, especially with all the energy on these medvacs. You know, losing Marines is one thing, but losing these medvacs is another.
It does look like the medvacs, I think all of them are going to go down, and yes, they do. I think Corruption was used on that last one to do a little bit more damage. Whew. Thor's on the way, though.
But there's 56 Zerglings just popping out, and yeah, there's a couple Thors on the way, as well as a Planetary. And it looks like he really is going to focus on a... I'm going to say he's getting prepared to switch over to Vikings once those Broodlords
that would be a very, very good call. I'd love to see some reactors down on those starports to be able to double pump those Vikings out. I like this. This is a good back and forth
You
game.
know, these Marauder Sifs, like, you guys
Yeah,
got it.
screw it. Yeah, we're useless at this point with all the aerial units. Sorry, guys.
You know, how do you feel about these Thors?
You know, Thors are very interesting units. They are awesome visually, but they're not good against Zergling and Baneling, and they don't attack fast enough to be a good anti-air, and oh, that hurt.
Yeah, but those tanks soaked up a lot of the Banelings, but there's still plenty left to clean up these Marines.
You know, even though all that damage was done, weSsOR is still almost half the supply count of WalfTheWolf.
But you know what? He's just going to be able to continue pumping out these Zerglings, and now the Broodlords come.
A couple of Broodlords do come. He is a little bit behind on resources because of all of the hatcheries that have gone down. It looks like we have a bit of a movement from the southern part of the base. We have two of everything. We got 2 Marauders, 2 Marines, and 2 Thors.
Well, you know what? They're looking for Ark.
I guess. I don't think Noah would have wanted them on the boat.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure they would have sunk it.
Really?
Or
and
lit it
the
on
elephant and hippo and giraffes weren't?
Well, I mean, they don't have explosives.
Are you sure?
That Zergling got really gutsy.
And there's his gutsies.
That's bad.
Alright, so Broodlings on the map.
Well, not
Brood
yet.
Lords.
Brood Lords. The,
Yeah,
the Lords of the Broodlings
yeah.
are on the map. Alright, so the Corruptors are going to provide a little bit of aerial support. We have Medvacs on the way, no Vikings in production. I don't know how this few Brood Lords are going to fare.
You know, if he can get good positioning, I mean, if he's far enough away from the Thors.
You know, the worst part is there's Marauder production still going.
Yeah.
Does look like he does miss these. Oh, Watchtower's taken out by Broodlings. To get a couple kills on these units. Up, Lings move in to get the cleanup.
You know, this is where he does not want these Broodlords.
No, he does not want that Terran army underneath, so he is backing them up to try and get a better position. Corruptor's out to take care of the Vikings, and weSsOR leaves.
Yeah, I think he just knew.
Too many Vikings.
Yeah, too many Vikings. Too many. He just was in bad position with these Broodlords, and he lost one instantly.
Yeah, he totally. I mean, yeah, the moment the Terran army moved below those Broodlords, it was taken out. So a good Tuesday, I'd say. Good Tuesday. A great last Tuesday for Wings of Liberty era. So yeah, leave a comment down below.
Hit the like button.
Subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. Send us your replays. Wings of Liberty. Maybe, if you got them, if they're good.
Yeah, if you want to give one last hurrah to Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, we'll probably cast a couple next week, too, because it's going to take a while to get replays up for Heart of the Swarm. And the moment you get a Heart of the Swarm replay, you send it our way. I mean, it doesn't matter what league it is. 1v1, 2v2, you send it to us.
Yeah, even if you just want to tell us, hey, I got Heart of the Swarm, let us know.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it.
Let us know how Heart of the Swarm is for you. And good luck, have fun.
GG.